Josh Brown, what's your read on the action today and heading into Facebook?
First of all, it's great to have you on our show, Scott. Sarah and I are so appreciative that you could join us today. I think.
Pleasure is mine.
Well, I just want to make one comment about Apple, Judge. Wednesday, but okay. So I just wanted to say one thing about Apple, Judge, because I wasn't on halftime, and I feel like it has to be said. There's so much commentary about, like, oh, why wasn't it up? Such great news. Maybe that means the top is in. Apple's such an important stock. I really go back to this idea that most people have memories that don't last longer than 24 hours. This is a stock that's gone down, if you include today, on 4 of the last days after they reported earnings. So it always happens. And in that stretch, over those last 4 quarters, the stock is up almost 60%. And that's a big deal because it's the largest company in the world. Apple has added $800 billion in market cap since this quarter last year. So I feel like that's a very important part of the story. It goes very far toward explaining why you're not getting big follow through. It's possible that markets are looking forward, not backward, and that this news has been priced in and then some. And I think you can make the same case with Microsoft. Google's interesting. This is a much bigger reaction than I would have expected. I think most of the excitement there is around YouTube, $7 billion in quarterly revenue. This is a massive media property, and I thought they did a good job on the call just explaining the fact that there are some consumers where YouTube is literally the only way advertisers can reach them. They don't watch TV, they don't listen to the radio, read the newspaper, and they kind of have a stranglehold on that market. Facebook is trying in video, but YouTube is succeeding. So I think that explains a lot of why big tech is where it is right now. And again, there are 6 stocks that are 26% of the S&P, 40% of the NASDAQ. They really are the key to everything. And until you can make a convincing case that these stocks should, for some reason, be lower, I think it gives a lot of support to the market, and that's why we're hanging in there, to paraphrase Santoli.
You can, though, Josh, look at the extraordinary revenue growth numbers for each of the big 3 that reported yesterday after the bell and question whether this legitimately is, in terms of at least that metric, as good as it gets, and then what that means ultimately going forward. Maybe there's a little bit of that, but those numbers were so blowout. It was unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable to have companies that are this size not only posting the year-over-year growth that we're talking about, but then also surprising to the upside and already bullish Wall Street consensus. There's no period in history that you can look at where we had corporations this large with this high of growth rates and these levels of profitability, like 40% profit margins in some of these lines of business. It just makes no sense. It defies anything that we've ever been taught about competition and supply, demand, et cetera. So that's, Judge, that's really important. And then on Facebook tonight, just very quickly, this is a company that did $18 billion in the quarter they're about to report tonight, last year. Tonight, they're supposed to do $28 billion. Here's another company that's going to add $10 billion in revenue based on consensus expectations. Also completely unheard of. $3.53 a share versus $2.25 last year. These are monster gains. Now, is it as good as it gets, to answer your question? Well, we don't know because the goalposts change. And I'll give you an example. Facebook user growth is really only supposed to be like 11%. They may surprise. It was 15% last quarter. That's not amazing, especially not by Facebook standards, but the goalposts have shifted, and we're not looking at user growth anymore. We understand there's a finite amount of humans on the planet. So what are we focused on? Monetization of the platforms, YouTube, build out of e-commerce, payment solutions. These were things that weren't important a year or two ago. Now they're what Wall Street has chosen to focus on. That can happen for any of the other tech giants, and that's why Facebook looks so great going into these numbers. So we shift what we're focused on. Now we're focused on profitability. Great. Facebook's got a ton of profitability.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.